Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of FTB Pyramid Reborn. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having a fantastic day. I want to try something out today. Last episode, we were kind of trying to figure out how to get aluminum, and this is aluminum right here. It's a reward from the EU quest. And you can get aluminum probably the other way that we were talking about maybe doing, setting up a mining laser from industrial foregoing or whatever. But I want to try this instead, and I've apparently you can use redstone for this. Let's see, how much does one bit of redstone produce? We've got 2396, 2396, 2396. Throw that in. And nothing. Maybe it's such a minimal amount that it doesn't even register. Yeah, there we go. So, actually, that's not horrendous. Can I toss redstone blocks in there? If I just toss... No. What if I toss all that in? I mean, it's an amount. I don't know. Let's see. We've got 2887 right now. If I toss in another stack of redstone. Yeah. Well, okay. Actually, I mean, that's going to take forever, though. I think our best bet is probably just going to be to set up some generators and do it that way. So let's see here. As far as generators go, we have the regular generator. We have the geothermal generator. We've got a kinetic generator. And then we've got some other stuff as well. The regular generator, if I just grab this wrench here, and we just take this guy right here in the middle and put it right there, toss this in, how fast does that go up? It seems like this will probably be faster than dumping absurd amounts of redstone into it, I think. Yeah, that's like it's like 2,000 every what, 10 seconds? Like, that's not very fast. So maybe what I should do, tell you what, let me do a little bit of research into the industrial craft generators, because as I've said a couple times over the course of this series, I'm not super familiar with industrial craft. Like, it's just not a mod that I'm super knowledgeable about. So let me do some research into the different types of generators and figure out what our best option is. I'll be back with you in just a minute. All right, guys, I am back. So I've been doing some research into these, and honestly, I think our best bet is probably just going to be to use the regular old basic generators. Just these guys. Like, honestly, these things produce 10 EU per tick, and they can run on charcoal. And most of the other options are either not that much better or run on some sort of fuel that either we don't have access to or that would be very difficult to mass produce. Like, there's the geothermal one, I think, produces 20 EU per tick per generator, but it runs on lava. And our lava production isn't fast enough to keep up with it. So let's just make a bunch of the regular old generators and call it a day, I think. So let's go. Good. We do have some rubber. We're probably going to need more rubber than that. How many of these do I want to make? Like 5? 5 would be 50 EU per tick. I mean, that might be fast enough that we could get this done in a reasonable amount of time. I'm not really going to use for industrial. I'm not going to use industrial craft for like anything else other than this. So we need to put this guy back here so we can power our compressor and our extractor. And then let's see about making some of these guys. So let's see here. if we go generator, we're going to need, oh, not geothermal, regular generator. Here we go. So we're going to need batteries. Oh, that's actually not bad. Just these basic machine. What goes into these batteries again? Insulated tin cables? And I can use plastic as well. How many of those do I need? Generator. Here we go. So for one of these, I need one cable, one insulated tin cable, and 4 tin item housings. That's actually not that bad at all. So let's grab some tin. And you know what? I'm just going to make a bunch of these. That's fine. And then we need to go here and make another forged hammer. And then let's go tin cable. Yeah, there we go. Actually, we need to do some of this as well. We've got 16 of them now, so that's set. And then we'll go like 9 of those, I think. We'll end up making like 10 generators here. And I think that'll actually be fine. You, here, here. So then we need, if we're doing 10, we need 40 of those. And then we're going to need a whole ton of these guys. So let's just make a bunch of those. We'll probably have to make another forge hammer as well, I imagine. There we go. And let's just see. If we do... Oh, and I need... I don't need a stack of furnaces. Let's just make like 10. There we go. All right. Oh, that's right. Right. So we got to make the batteries first. And we can make 10 of these. And then we can say these. That's 7, which is not enough. So let's make... And then, let's see, that'd be 30 more. No. 24 more. So I need 28 total. Right? If I've done my maths properly. And then we do that. There we go. And then finally, we just get to make a ton of generators. Can I, like, do it this way? Oh, yeah, there we go. That's much better. Okay, awesome. So we have our 10 generators. And then let's go... let me look at cables real quick here. So tin is 32 EU per tick. Copper is 128. Gold is 512. So let's just make a couple of these guys. I don't think I'll need very many. But we might as well go with the gold cables, since they can support that much. And then if we set... well, I'm going to have to set up another thing as well, but this is fine. So let's run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to need way more than... Of course I'm going to need more, 8 more... words. More than 8 gold. Well, actually, maybe not, because I could probably hook them up. Tell you what. Let's do it this way. We'll go boop, 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 boop. And then like so. So those will all properly connect. And then we'll go like that. And then these will all wire into here. And then all we need to do is set up coal for all of them. So let's go... do I have a drawer? Just a regular one? I totally do. Grab some item conduits like so. We'll grab a reinforced servo. Grab one of these. And then I'll just put this guy like right here, I guess. Except I want these to connect. Yeah, we'll do it this way. This will be fine. We'll just do that. Put you right there. That's a terrible thing to put right there. Let's do it like that. There we go. That way it's facing the right direction. Give me that back, please. Toss you right here. And go enabled. And we want this. Here we go. Round robin. Just like so. And then finally, the last thing we need to do is just grab a whole bunch of charcoal and put all of that in here. And then that will start distributing it to all of these generators. Yep, there you go. You can see them starting to light up. And then we should start getting power in here. And this thing should start filling up. Yeah, there we go. Now it's moving a little bit faster. That's much better. Okay, so that's still not like ridiculously fast, but we're talking 100 EU per tick, essentially. With 10 of these generators, this should be done fairly quickly. It'll get there. I mean, we only need to get up to, I think it's like 3 million. Yeah, 3 million EU. So this will get done sooner rather than later, and then we can get our aluminum. And I think that's a blacker lotus as well, which will be good for Botania. And then we'll basically have, well, we still need to do this guy as well. Okay, cool. So I'm going to let this run for a little while. Get this quest all completed. I'll be back in a minute. All right, guys, I am back and it's all done. It's all completed. So now we can come in here and tear all this apart and not have to worry about it at all. And looks like we do get the cables back, so that's good. There we go. And then we can dismantle all of that as well, and we'll get this in just a second. Okay, sweet. So there's the hard part done. All of this was taken from here, so I might as well just toss it back. And then right here, we'll do kind of the same thing. So toss all the charcoal into there, toss you over here. Good. Okay, so that quest is all completed, which means we should now have aluminum and the blacker lotus, which generates a pretty substantial amount of mana. I'm not sure. You can't use the blacker lotus. That's too bad. Okay. Well, fair enough. That would be a little cheaty. So let's go ahead and start duplicating aluminum, because it's the only ingot that we don't have a whole bunch of, to be honest. And then let's see here. We were working on immersive engineering stuff, if I recall. We had put this down. And we were trying to make the garden thingy, and it was the vacuum tube. Yeah, that's right. We needed a copper, an aluminum, and an iron to make the right blueprint. So let's grab all of this. We should probably assign... I guess we'll just put it here. That's fine. So let's go blueprint. And we need... this one? Right there, I believe. And then we can toss that into here, and it will tell us what we need. So glass, copper wire, redstone. Okay, so glass. Oh, glass. Redstone, copper wire. Lovely. Just toss all that in here. And we'll just make a couple of these vacuum tubes. And now I don't think I need this anymore. So we can just put it back over here. And I think that means we now have everything to make this as well. Yeah, check that out. Look at that. Nice and simple. This garden thing is done. If I remember correctly, this is like you provide this with power and fertilizer and it will grow plants at like an increased rate or something like that. It's kind of cool. But this one has to be donated to the quest gods, so to speak. We have to sacrifice it to complete this. And then that's going to give us cactus and some sort of seeds. I'm not exactly sure. Canola, maybe? Maybe those are canola seeds? We'll find out in just a second here. Once it works through the system. Yep, canola seeds. Exactly. Okay, so then we just need to start working on this side. We have 3 of the 4 sides all done. And basically we have to do the programmer, the starfield generator. I think it was generator, right? Yeah, or starfield creator. So programmer, starfield creator, a draconic fusion injector, and then clay bedrock. And I have no idea how to get clay bedrock because it's not an item that's in JEI. So I'm going to have to figure that one out. But I think the first one, well, the programmer, if we look at that, that's from Pneumaticraft, which is another mod that I don't know if I've ever touched Pneumaticraft, now that I think about it. I don't think I've ever actually done anything with Pneumaticraft. Anyway, so if we look at it, I was kind of looking at some of these recipes earlier. We're going to need dyes. We're going to need cactus, lapis, rose red. We need this plastic mixer. We're going to need glass, compressed iron ingots. And then for some of this other stuff, it looks like we're going to need to build a pressure chamber. Used to create a pressure chamber, create a hollow 3x3x3, 4x4x4, or 5x5x5 structure with at least one pressure chamber valve in a face. Pressure chamber walls and pressure chamber glass can be used interchangeably. For more info, install the in-game wiki mod or consult your nearest Google, which is what I'm probably going to do. So I'm going to have to learn Pneumaticraft, at least to some extent. I'm also fairly doubtful that we can duplicate cactus, but we'll try. Nope, it's not duplicating cactus. What about canola seeds? It will duplicate canola seeds. Okay, I don't think I actually need them at the moment, but down the road we might. And let's fix this so it's facing the right direction. There we go. So let's see here. I think that, if we're going to need the dyes, well, then again, let's check this. Can we just use the Botania dyes? I don't think we can. I have a feeling we have to use the actual Minecraft dyes. So that means we need to make a cactus farm, which should be doable. Honestly, like, we've got SNAD, right? Yeah, we've got SNAD. So we can make a cactus farm, like, pretty easily, I think. Maybe I'll just throw together, like, a super quick, like, vanilla-esque cactus farm. Yeah. Let me do some work on this, guys. Let me get this cactus farm built. It shouldn't take me long. It'll be real simple, and I'll explain afterwards how it'll all be put together. All right, guys, I am back. I built a pretty small little cactus farm. Once it's filled out, it will have 32 plants in it altogether, 32 breeder plants, and they're all growing on SNAD, which grows anything that's on top of it twice as fast. So it's basically like having a 64 cactus farm, and it'll work. And at this point, it's really just kind of a waiting game for more cactuses to spawn so we can put them in the farm and all that kind of stuff. But basically how this thing works, it's super easy. We have a flat platform, right? Inside, there's a 9 by 9 interior. So the whole thing is like 11 by 11 altogether. And then a 9 by 9 interior, water in each corner. So everything will flow towards a center hole here. And then it will ultimately fall down until it lands in this hopper. And then you can collect from down here. Oh, look at that. We got another one. So from above, again, it's pretty simple. Let's just kind of start here. You got your water level here. The level above the water, I put slabs. I suppose you could use full blocks too. It doesn't really matter. And then sand on top of those, or snad in this case, in kind of a pattern like this, like a grid pattern, starting one away from all the walls. And then the cactus will go on the level above that. So there's just nothing on this level right here. And then finally, glass panes, essentially surrounding everything except for this very center block so that stuff can fall down properly. And that's essentially the idea, because when a cactus grows, if there's any block next to it, it will instantly break. So if it grows like right here, it will instantly break and go flying off in some direction, probably hit one of the panes, fall down into the water streams, eventually get carried here and fall down into this hopper. And technically, you could stack this farm as big as you want. I mean, there's 16 plants per layer. Each layer is altogether 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks high and 11 by 11. So, like, is it the most efficient farm size-wise? No, absolutely not. But it's basically lossless. And I don't need a lot of stuff, and it's really easy to build quickly, especially when you have creative flight and you're building in a void world like this, because we've got the angel ring that gives us the flight. So, yeah, I mean, at this point, as I said, it's basically just a matter of waiting on these cactuses to create more cactuses so I can fill out the farm, and eventually we'll get to the point where we're making profit. Do we need this right this very second for our very next quest? Probably not. I don't think we're going to do the pneumatic craft stuff, this programmer stuff first. I think our first one will probably be the Starfield creator. And the Starfield creator is essentially Botania. I mean, it's basically Elementium, Pixie Dust, Obsidian. Like, this is basically just Botania stuff. So, like, we should be able to do that. Especially since we were proactive about Botania and we have a full mana pool right here. Like, that's going to be extremely helpful for us. So I think we'll be good, but, you know, this is something that we do want to do and get going right away because you can't duplicate the cactus, so we need to start getting this cactus production going so that when we do ultimately need it for the programmer over here, we'll have access to it. Otherwise, we're just going to be waiting forever and ever and ever for cactuses, and that's the one thing that we need, and that's just going to be miserable. So, yeah, we'll get the cactus production going, and I'll just kind of come back and check on this every so often, check and see, yeah, do we have any more cactuses in here? Yes, we do. No, we don't. Whatever. Put them in the farm. I'll probably expand this, maybe add 2 more layers eventually as well. I was kind of an idiot when I built it. I meant to have it going out in this direction. A little bit further, but I didn't look up properly. So I can't really raise this up any higher without running into these platforms. Although I do kind of think that, like, now that we have creative flight, a full redesign of this area might be in order, because this is like, poof, it's pretty bad. Like, this is a very thrown together solution to production, and like this whole thing is just it's a mess. it's just so many things all just kind of plopped in there with no real order to it. And it's like, yeah, now that we have creative flight, I think I probably do want to organize this stuff a bit more. And if we do that, then we can kind of chop a little bit off of this side right here and ultimately bring this up for, you know, more layers if we want, if we feel the need to. So yeah, but guys, I think that is going to do it for this episode because I am out of time for this one. So my friends, if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Links in the description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, my friends, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.